Go.
I'm going. Hey guys, it's Shaft. What's up? Welcome to part
What's
4.
up?
It's episode 7. It's this week. We're bringing to you a best of 9, actually, between Impulse Gaming and Team SCS. This has been an awesome show match so far. It's 2-1 right now. Team SCS's favor. Last game is still blowing my mind. Last minute desperation push by White Wing seals the deal in a PvP that we really thought, like we were convinced had already been won by his opponent. We were so impressed by these DTs in the main base, we didn't even realize it screwed his production back home, made it so he couldn't get stalkers in time. He lost his production because some of his gateways were at his natural, where, guess what, Void Rays decided to show up and fucked his world up. Even though he had 555 minerals, 900 some gas, he couldn't spend it fast enough to get rid of 12 Void Rays. Sky Toss for the win. With me today is my Protoss abusing Sky Toss motherfucking friend, Matt Coleman.
Yeah, that's my name.
Yes, I know. Matt Cox.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
I finally get to see a Terran player. Alright.
I'm glad you're excited, man. Well, yeah, let's just hop right into it since you are going ahead and giving away our secrets. How dare you?
Oh, okay.
Alright, so moving on. In the top left-hand corner of Whirlwind Ladder Edition, we have the winner of our last game, the Teal Protoss Joel White Wing Silverman. Woo! Because he's a wrestler. And here in the top right-hand corner, it's the Green Terran. He's bio-friendly. He loves the environment. He even drives a hybrid. It's Physics Lee.
Wonder if he drives a Prius.
Probably. Those cars are for...
Doesn't Joel drive a Prius?
He does. I remember him talking about that.
He was so proud of that Prius.
Yes, we were talking about his Prius and how good the gas economy was. I'm like, yeah, I have a truck. It's a Silverado, big block engine, gets 9 miles to a gallon. What's up?
Yeah. You know what? I just can't drive a Prius. I respect myself too much. Alright, back to the game.
Indeed. Well, there's not much going on. We're just waiting for the Cyber Course to finish.
Oh man, how do you feel about Whirlwind as a map?
I'm a Zerg player, man. I love it.
Alright.
How about you, Protoss?
I actually like it because of the, well, for the natural base, it's pretty easy to defend. You know, you got the double ramp right there. That's always a nice thing to have. For the third, I don't like the third.
I like how Physics Lead drops his supply depot before scouting out with his SCV to stop the Protoss from seeing that he's already on 1 gas.
Yeah, that's big, especially right now.
Yeah, explain that to us, bud.
Well, with Protoss being on 1 gas, as we all know, they now have the ability to do Reaper opening much more efficiently. That Reaper's going to get scouting information. So if you see that 1 gas, it can very well mean Reapers are headed your way.
Indeed, indeed. Well, he's even gonna attack the wall and try to kill the SCV. A little bit of a mismicro there by Physics Lee. Of course, I'm rhyming, guys. Don't you know it? I'm a poet. What up, motherfucker?
Alright, so the probe's just gonna run away. The Marine there said, hey man, I don't appreciate you touching my friend like that. So he shot him in the face.
Indeed. Well, you guys know, on Reddit, actually, people were saying we're not quite serious enough. Would you agree with that statement, Matt?
Well, let's see. if you want to talk about serious, I mean, we could monotone, and I'm pretty good at that. So it would be a really, we could talk like this and really, you know, talk about the match here. We could talk about the fact that physically is expanding before he does anything else with that bunker, and we could also talk about how Joel's picking up Warp Gate because that's pretty standard Protoss opening.
Indeed. I'm glad you pointed that out, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome, Shaft. Indeed, quite. No,
Okay.
because that would be boring, and fuck that.
Yeah, exactly, my friend, exactly. Now, this is not safe for work, but why are you watching StarCraft at work? Dude, go, like, do a file cabinet or something.
Go watch White Wing expand somewhere else.
True story. Now, there is a Stalker going ahead, killing off a Marine as well, but the bunker finishes, and the Stalker a little bit bruised. He actually lost 23 real health there. That's not shields, that is real health. That will never come back. That Stalker is bruised, and guess what? He's already reincarnated once. It's not going to happen again. You know where Stalker souls go, my friend?
Where do they go?
The burning hells of ire.
I thought they went to the Void. Don't confuse me like this.
Indeed.
Stargate coming down for White Wing.
Alright, so 3-gate Stargate versus, well, he's also got an expansion. 3-gate Stargate Expand versus his opponent who's already gone for a very, very fast command center. Does not look like we were actually seeing Reapers, but his opponent did not know that, so he had to prep for it anyway.
Right.
In fact, we've got Widow Mines coming. So, Widow Mines. How do you feel about those, Protoss?
Well, a lot of people, of course, don't like the fact that the Widow Mine does so much damage. I think the Widow Mine's actually, it's nice for the Terran because he can burrow that right by that bunker. So in addition to having the bunker with the repair, when White Wing goes to push, it's just a great deterrence. It kind of helps you from getting overwhelmed.
Pause that thought. A little bit of an attack here. He's going ahead targeting down this already weak Stalker. That weak Stalker will... No.
Good micro.
Nice micro. Yes, White Wing showing us why he's one of the best Masters players on North America. But he's got to be careful that... Oh, loses the probe. Now, we were saying such good, nice things about him.
Oh, wait. We have an Oracle coming in here. I didn't even notice that. That Oracle... And there's no anti-air in the back of that.
Now let's see, does he miss micro it like he did in the last game? Or is it, oh no, go ahead, pulling the SCVs. Oh, right into mineral. Oh.
There he goes, he's gonna realize, hey, I can actually, ooh, he's gonna pick up the Widow Mine too.
Oh yeah, and taking out a couple SCVs as well. Medevac shows up, but guess what, they can't attack. But the Marines there can.
Oh wow, that Oracle is escaping by the hair on his chinny chin chin. And we actually had a robo drop in White Wing's base during that little harassment.
That's awesome. Now Observer coming out as well. Without any missile turrets actually up on the map, that's pretty much going to be free reign for that Observer.
Physically upset that he lost his Widow Mine, taking out his rage on the indestructible debris there.
Absolutely, and Marines, they do a lot of steroids in the form of stim pack, so they have a lot of that rage, as well as the itty bitty teeny tiny penises.
So we see the Robo Bay. He's probably going to grab those Colossus, the splash damage, especially in ZVP. Splash damage is key.
How long do you think until White Wing strategically decides to apply probes to these gases?
Well, I'm not really sure about that one. He picked up the Widow Mine there. That was a great job. That Widow Mine really would have made him cry. He also cleans up that second base right there with his with his pulsar cannons, and down goes that.
Yeah, finally to the Widow Mine. Now all of that fancy attack was really awesome, but take a look at his income, or not his income, his total resources. He's at 1,100 minerals right now, and really low on gas. During that whole attack, he was supposed to have had these assimilators.
Attack here.
Yeah, Marines going ahead right on in, but there's a small army to deal with it.
Hold on, rewind that for like 10 seconds and let's watch White Wing's natural. Look at what is his army doing?
Oh yeah, we were watching that actually. It's sitting there defending, and he's actually going to move right on forward and defend that.
I don't know, like, and then there's the drop in his base, but it's just so funny. Those Marines were like, hey, you don't mind if we come in your base, right? And he's like, nah, dude, it's chill. Like, I want you guys here.
He probably wasn't looking at it. His micro in these games has been real sloppy. And there's the afterburner going ahead, getting out medevac.
Right now, Physics Lee is smiling.
Absolutely. White Wing has just been falling apart. Now, back to what I was saying about the assimilators. The assimilators were built before the push with the Oracle, but he spent so much time and effort on that Oracle, it offset his economy. Now, he's finally got his economy back on track, but how much better would he look right now had he not made that small error?
Yeah, I mean, he was he was mining off 2 gas there, and he's going for this Colossus play, and not to mention he's going to need that to warp in Stalkers in the lot.
Oracles as well.
Yeah, so he kind of shot himself in the foot there. Another drop about to happen, but there's Stalkers right there to intercept that, so that'll be okay.
Those Stalkers are like, I'm kind of hungry. But definitely envision of the medevac. Medevac is going to sneak right on over the forest there, and we're just going to have a little camp out macro fest here for a little bit, guys.
There's the scan. He's going to see that Colossus.
Alright, Probe moving out onto the map. That means a third base may be taken here shortly for Joel.
Let's see, he is floating about 700 minerals. And is he going to drop it? No, he's not. Okay.
He's going to drop it in the bottom left-hand side of the map. Pretty efficient usage of the minerals, and it's a place his opponent may never actually scout.
Right, so that's just like a hidden base,
If he
no
can get away with it,
about.
awesome. Yeah, it's like that one time with your sister when you were 7.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about there.
Yeah, something no one will ever know about.
Alright, Twilight Council coming down. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Templar Archives come out. Again, splash damage is great against Terran armies. Indeed. Especially in the form of Templars and Archons.
Now, White Wing is shitting a brick right now. Look at the cannons he's putting down.
Yeah, he does not want to get dropped on.
Absolutely.
And
the thing about it, he's not actually safe from drops. Medevacs could drop where these Stalkers are if the Stalkers were ever moved.
And here comes a push from Physics Lee, it looks like. He does have 2 Vikings there. Generally just your standard Marine Bio Ball, and White Wing is going to move to engage this. No, he's not.
White Wing is taking a 4th now at his 3rd. No, that's a little difficult concept to grasp.
Oh wow, he's got 3 Colossus here, but he doesn't have that much anti-air. These Vikings are going to rip up those Colossus when it comes. Oh, he's going to move the Stalkers away.
Yeah.
Because he moved those Stalkers. Oh, he's not going to get it, but because he moved those Stalkers, the drop, like you said, what's the cannon going to do? They have afterburners.
Exactly, and he can also pivot back and forth between these bases. But the Oracle...
Here we go. Oh, good job at catching that engaging Marauder army. Stalkers going up and picking out the Vikings here. So that was very opportune for White Wing.
Physics Lee actually about 30 supply behind now. And the Oracle went ahead and killed off the rest of that drop.
And, White Wing does have these other 2 bases up. If he's able to defend here, Physics Lee hasn't taken a 3rd yet. There's the Templar Archives. White Wing's starting to look in really good shape here.
Yeah, Joel's an awesome player, man. There's a reason we feature him so often here at the Kalani casting crew.
Oh, man, that medevac barely sees that pylon down there.
Epic, man. Epic. Where's that? The bottom left? Yeah.
The bottom left, yeah.
Now,
it barely
does he
saw that.
notice that he notices? Becomes the question. Because you're not really looking there.
Right. Well, maybe if you randomly want to look at the scenery and you say, hey, wait, I saw a pylon there. What's going on?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like something as small as that... think about it, guys. How often are you, like, frantically looking around for your keys because you're already 10 minutes late for work, and you hallucinate that they are not sitting right there on the table, when in reality they absolutely are? But that appears to not be the case, as Physics Lee's main army is just marching to the bottom left corner of the map.
Here come the Ghost Academy.
Ooh, are we going to see some nukes?
It's possible. We've got the Archons coming out here. He hasn't picked up Storm Research, so I guess he wants to have these Archons for the splash damage and to take out the Vikings as well.
Now we've got a drop going into the bottom left, so Physics Elite gonna go ahead and say, no, White Wing, I don't like this idea.
So I guess that answers your question of, did he see that he saw that? And yes, he did. There's the storm coming down, and he's actually getting Gravitic Drive.
Yeah.
I guess he just wants his War Prisms to be a little faster. He's probably going to drop here.
Right. Now, if a White Wing was really smart, he would go ahead and Chrono Boost 4 times with his Nexus, just because he can.
Right, but he's just going to kind of let that die. But that's okay.
Indeed.
Because he does have a good-sized army here to defend with. However, he is supply locked.
And he's still got this third, so he's on an even footing with his opponent.
Right. Yep, and his opponent just now taking his own third. And look at that, he's just going to go right back up here to the top right. He said, okay, I'll just take this one.
Right, and 3-3 is on the way now for our Terran player, which is going to mean, well, 3-3 now coming for White Wing as well. So White Wing definitely staying on par with his opponent.
Definitely. Looking at his army comp here, he is preparing for this Terran Bio Ball. He's got the Stalkers with the Zealots, a couple of sentries, but what's going to dictate it here is the splash damage with the Colossus and the Archons. Is going to rip that up with the Sentry Force Fields, and then he's just going to... Oh no, that Immortal Rally.
Ooh.
It was
so
wow,
close.
look at this.
Did not happen though.
I can feel the tension coming. He's moving to defend his 4th here, or his whatever base that would be, but here we go.
Yes, sir, and here we go. Now it's all going to come down to positioning. Let's see what happens.
Looking right quick. Yeah, he doesn't actually have blink for those Stalkers. The Vikings are just kind of... Are they going to pick off a... Oh, yep, there goes one. The Marauders walking away.
And, okay, Vikings in position now. Okay, so the Marauder Marine Army doing up work on the Zealots. However, Storm does pretty good job against bio compositions. Nice little splits here, but...
Oh man, that was a pretty poor Storm placement there.
It was, hitting most of his own units. Now, Concussive Shell's doing a great job against these Zealots, but they gotta be careful of the Stalkers behind them. Ooh, great music here. It's a little bit of a rush. Stem is using the bio.
A big problem right here is White Wing has no gap closers for any of his Zealots or Stalkers. They do not have charge, they do not have blink, so that army can continue to kite them the whole time.
Yes, sir. Now, more and more reinforcing here. It looks like White Wing is not going to give the Metapacks time enough to regenerate any health on these on the bio units. He just continues to push now.
Very good storms.
Killed off.
So again, that splash damage, it really made that, because the Zealots and the Stalkers really couldn't get a hold of that army. Oh no, what's this Colossus doing? Oh, he's just going to walk over here and say hi.
Yeah, he's just trying to bait out any kind of aggression from Physics League. And the Command Center goes down. Puff.
That is a big abundance of High Templar.
This is what happens when you kill White Wing's base. He kills yours.
Oh man. So, yep, that's a really good job there. A couple of his micro wasn't perfect, but he was able to pull it off due to the splash damage and the storms, and catching the Vikings too early on. That saved a lot of his Colossus from dying. And yeah,
absolutely. Now we've got 3-3 finishing here for both players, so completely close game here. There's SCVs in Physics Lee's army. That's never usually a good thing.
Yeah, oh man, and White Wing lost his 3rd there. He's just going to go ahead and rebuild that, though. He has been on that, I guess that would be his 4th or 5th location.
Yeah.
He's been mining out of his 4th base for a while now. He's going to go ahead and get those Protoss shields. No other upgrades left to get.
Yeah, that's one thing I've always been jealous of Protoss, is they got that, 3rd tier of upgrades, so they can get that supreme late game advantage.
Well, you get adrenal glands. Alright, engagement here. Charge lots going in. Oh, there's a storm. And the Vikings are going to get picked off right away again. Another storm and another. That's just... Oh, wow. A bit of a spam there with the storms. Still going to have a good effect, but he's going to lose a lot of Zealots because of it.
Yeah, well, it's okay to lose Zealots when you're killing this
Yeah.
much Marine Marauder.
He's actually
Wow.
losing a lot of the high Templar here, though. Is he going to merge those? Yes, he does merge those. More Zealots on the way. Oh, he lost the Colossus, so that's going to hurt.
Colossus are good, but he's killed so much of his opponent's armor.
Right.
He's got double the supply right now.
So yeah, definitely really going to be hard for Physics Lee to engage on him now. He's got such a good footing, especially with his base saturation.
Yeah, Physics Lee just needs to sit back and macro up, which is exactly what he's doing. He's got a great saturation here at his last base. It's just a matter of does White Wing know to attack here? I mean, does he feel the blood in the water?
He definitely is. He's got that pylon being dropped. The probe going to go ahead and check this out up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he smells blood. He sees blood. He wants to win.
Blood.
Yes, blood. B-L-U-D. That's how you spell it.
Indeed. Blood, man, blood! Give me blood! Come to my house in Transylvania.
He's actually just warping in the High Templar and making them straight into Archons here. Keeping about one out. Nope, he's just going to, gonna go ahead and merge it right in.
Who cares about Storm anymore? We have Archons.
Well, again, the time for Storm came, and he destroyed that army with it. Does he need Storm anymore?
Yeah.
Yes, but not right now.
Yeah, Storm is really better when you're closer to maximum supply count. He's killed off his opponent to below 100 supply.
And
Archon
these Archons
Colossi will do the trick.
We have a drop happening in the top base. Zealot's going to pick that up. Another dropship headed towards... Where's this heading towards? The third.
Yes, sir. Do you think this drop will be able to do any damage?
He's going to get the drop off. The cannons will not be able to kill it in time, so he's going to be able to get... Now he's going to actually opt to go... a weird rally. All right, well, he's going to slip right past the cannons.
Well, he wanted to avoid the cannon.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
here we go. So yeah, that's a very effective drop. Zealot's coming in immediately. Gonna clean up most of that. But he's just gonna say, okay, afterburner to your next base. And look what he can kill. He can kill that Templar Archives.
Well, he'll have to kill the cannon first.
Right. And more Zealots on the way.
Yeah, not the best engagement here for Physics Lee. Just killing a cannon.
White Wing now taking advantage of this, getting ready to push here.
Indeed, sir. So, if White Wing connects, does Physics Lee stand a chance, or is this just
This is War of the Worlds right now. This is the death ball on its way to your base.
I see War of the Worlds, but there's a lot of trees here on this map. Do you think they're going to play any effect?
Well, yeah, especially since, Protoss can't breathe human air, according to Morgan Freeman. So, like, they're gonna end up, like, he's gonna get the push, he's gonna kill all of it off, but as long as there's one SCV left, humanity will prevail. And, so he's gonna continue these drops up here at this base. He moved his army out, though, and his army is not defending anymore. White Wing...
Physics Lee actually has the high ground. If he turns around right now, oh my god.
And here we go.
He could not ask for a better position, but he just
Oh wow,
hold.
another great storm, and the splash damage again. It's kind of like cat and mouse right now.
Yeah, when you're forced to kite with your whole army against your opponent's whole army, you know you've lost the game.
And yep, Zealots just run in, and that will put SCS2 3-1 in this matchup.
Indeed, sir, but there's a closing game graphic we just have to examine here. Guys, that says it all. GG, thanks for tuning in. This has been Shaft and SG, Mad SC.
Yeah.
Please hit subscribe and like if you enjoyed this content. Moving on to game number 5. Hope to see you there. Bye-bye.